we've just returned to Shuanglong's country house over here. So we're going to stop here for a bit of lunch. We're going to ask him a few more questions as well. And it's a bit livelier today, so behind me we've got a few more guests around. And also I did learn something about those solar panels in the background. So those solar panels in the background, it's not really for the village to use. What they do, they take the energy from the sunlight here and they actually sell it to the national grid. And Mr. Ri was telling me he kind of earns the village here around 300,000 RMB per year, which is pretty sizable. So here in the kitchen of Mr. Shuanglong, so we're kind of here lunchtime, especially to come and see him do some of his cooking, and then also we're going to ask him some more questions about the low interest loans as well when he's got a free moment. So when you're around in the villages here, it was the same in Chongqing township as well. So all of the buildings here have these signs attached to the wall. So basically this red one is a survey of the safety of his home. So it was built in 2008 and it's been given a A or a B rating. I can't quite see which one it is there. Then this blue sign to the right of it, this is basically about water quality. So it's just saying here the water quality meets the standards, and then the rest of them here is about health. So here we've got the names and contact details of the local health practitioners, and then on the left finally we've kind of got a checklist of all of the guarantees and also the two non-concerns as well. So it looks like all of these are ticked. Okay, yeah, and then if you scan the QR code as well, you can bring up his the details as well on the phone. So he's got his address, the number of people in the household. And you see the green sign there with the white tick on it. So basically that just confirms that that the household is out of poverty. So the details on this don't only include the names of the people in the household, but also their state of healthcare, also what kind of line of business they're in, and also the safety of the housing as well. So yeah, pretty amazing. They can get all of this information up just by scanning on the QR code. Right, so we've polished everything else off. So the host was again very generous with us today, and we also had a few more questions with him as well, which he answered. So this place, I finally understand the name as well. So the name of this country house fun establishment is called Gushu Renjia. Gushu, which means ancient tree. Yeah, precisely because his home is right next to this giant tree here, which is over 100 years old. Okay, so once everybody's finished chilling out, we're going to do a few more stops. We're going to go and maybe visit the home of some of the locals here and ask them more about life here in the village. And then after that, we should be close to calling it a day. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of construction work going on here. I'm going to hop back into the shade at the moment because I'm already a little bit red at the moment. Yeah, the sun's really strong. This convenience store here. And if you have a look at the signs on the wall, so you can see her home is actually quite sturdy. It's a grade A building. It's maybe a bit out of focus, but we have a line here, which is the reason why the household is in poverty, and you go across. It says because of illness. And again, like everywhere else, this is a village with a view. Okay, so now our work here in Shuanglong village is nearly over. We've just got one or two little last recommendations we're going to come and check out. One of these last ones here took me a bit by surprise. At lunch, some of the other guests were involved in raising peacocks, which they sell to I don't know who exactly. But we just stopped by the side of the road, and we're going to go and have a look at the pens and maybe see if we can meet the owner and see what the peacocks are like. Our escorts gave him a call and is happy for us to come and have a little look around. So these are peacocks here. I think he raises them so he can sell them to resorts around Chongqing and elsewhere. So like for example, in the past I've been to some hot spring resorts in Chongqing, but they have a lot of gardens. I suppose kind of to add to the natural atmosphere. Yeah, they buy some resident peacocks that have kind of free reign around there, and the guests and the children in particular, love to go and watch them, especially when they open their tail feathers. And you can see on the board here, he raises quite a few different varieties of peacock. So we're nearly done for the day. So I think our last stop is going to be like a guest house. So that's been recently built or renovated here in the village, and when people come here from the downtown areas, they've got somewhere to stay and enjoy the countryside here. And if you ever come here as well, don't try feeding them anything, any leftover carrots or anything. So there's a 500 yuan fine if you try to feed them anything. I've just noticed these blue flowers as well. I mean, I don't know what species these are, so I'm not really a botanist or anything like that, but the shade of blue is really eye-catching. Okay, so on to our last stop, and then we're going to retire back to Shuanglong village, and then we're going to try and summarise our trip a little bit. So I haven't got much planned. We're pretty tired. It's been a long day. Been really fun. I mean, the hospitality has been amazing. We've got all the interviews done. The people there were really friendly, very receptive. They answered our questions very well. So I'm very satisfied with this trip, and I think we made a great choice to come out to Wushan County for this the second themed instalment of poverty alleviation. So let's get in the car and let's go and check out that guest house. Okay, so this is our welcome. Okay, so this door is chained shut. So we can have a quick look inside. So let's just take a look at the guest rooms. Okay, yeah, so nice bed there. Oh yeah, I really like this. So it's got all of the modern, so let's take a look up the stairs. What do we have? Let's see if we can have a look out of the balcony. Oh wow, so we've got two more large beds up here. Yeah, also TV, kettle, got a wardrobe there. And I like these room lights as well. These are kind of like the old-fashioned lamps. But of course they're modern at the same time. I'd have to say a pretty nice bathroom as well. So got one of those solar-powered water boilers. Okay, let's go back out. But anyway, this is like another example of the loan system. So we've seen examples like villagers opening up their country house for an establishment, so guests can go there and have lunch and relax. We've also seen the vineyards as well, also the crisp plums. But I think this is another example as well, so people can sometimes take these loans and also build up these guest houses as well, which is also a great idea. And I'm sure these places are going to do really well in the future, especially when the new motorway opens up. There's still a little way to go. It might be next year when the motorway opens up, but when the time comes, a trip here from downtown Wushan will only take about 20 minutes max. So I'm sure in the future, places like this in the countryside will do really well. Okay, so let's go back to the car. So it sounds like they're keen to go.